Good morning, happy Saturday. It is Saturday the 3rd, I believe, of January. I have a few life updates for you guys. First of all, I'm sitting out here, which is a little bit odd. As you guys know, I've had my desk in our bedroom for a really long time and for over a year at this point. When we first moved in, I actually had it out here in the main living area. And then I decided to switch with my fiance and move my desk into the bedroom. And now, yesterday, I actually had a standing desk delivered. And the reason for that is because I'm also getting a walking pad and I'm just gonna change my work setup a little bit. I feel like I am kind of not moving enough during the day. I'm just sitting in my chair for hours and hours and hours. And I really wanna get moving. I wanna get my blood pumping. Also, I just think like staying as active as possible while you work from home is so important. So I ended up getting a standing desk, which is what you guys are on right now. And I'm really excited, and the walking pad is being delivered today. So I'm going to test it out for the first time today once that gets here. But for now, I just have the desk and I really, really like it. It's the exact same size as my desk was in the bedroom. So nothing has changed in terms of like the amount of space that I have on the desk or anything like that. But I am gonna have to get used to, unfortunately, like there's no standing desks that have like, you know, shelves and drawers. So this might just be temporary, or maybe I'll really like this setup and I'll want to continue using it. Either way, we've kept the other desk. Nick is now using it in our bedroom for his PC and all of that stuff. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at with the desk situation. I'm still in trial mode. I don't know what I'm gonna think, if I'm gonna like it, all of that stuff. But some of the storage stuff out here might be changing because of that. I need to figure out where I'm gonna put all of my stuff and also how I'm gonna keep it all away from the cats. Also, if you guys remember, I do have stuff on the walls in there, and I need to at some point move all of that out here and put it on the wall out here, because a lot of that stuff I do use frequently and I just like to look at. I like my workspace to feel very motivating. At some point I'm going to move all of that out here, but for now this is what we're working with. I'll give you a little bit of a look at the desk, if you will. This is what it is looking like. And I'll back up even more. You can see there's the standing mode thing. And we've moved this over a little bit again. And I have this desk storage situation. So we're just gonna have to see how it goes and see what I end up using. Yeah, that's the desk situation. I'm just sitting here updating some of my digital planning and like my Notion and all of this stuff for 2026. It's already the 3rd, but I did not have a chance really before the end of the year to go in and really update everything. So I'm mainly updating my Notion right now. I'm working on my books page. But I need to update my 26 books I want to read in 2026. It's still my 25 books that I want to read in 2025 right now, so I need to update that and put all of the books in there. And then I want to just check in with my physical TBR, because I have gotten a few books over winter break because there was a major sale at Barnes & Noble. I didn't get a ton. I think I got like maybe 2 or 3. So I'm gonna add that into the physical TBR, and then I'm gonna update my book goals for the year. I'm gonna update the series tracker that I have, and I think that should be it. But I already updated my book backlog, so I added in 2026 as a year option, which is just crazy. I can't even believe that. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with planning everything. Today, I really want to be a little bit of a reset day. I know it's a Saturday and usually a reset happens on Sunday, but I'm the type of person that if I've made a change to my space, I can't just like keep everything in chaos. Like I have to have it reorganized that same day. So I know that when this walking pad gets delivered, everything's gonna be kind of thrown into chaos a little bit. And honestly, we haven't fully recovered from the chaos of the desk being delivered yesterday. Like there's still a lot of stuff that I need to sort out and put away. So that is gonna be today's task. Keeping up with making sure that the place is tidy and organized. And also I need to do some laundry. I would really like to film a sit down video today. I have an idea for one. It's not like a crazy idea. It's just my favorite books of 2025. So I'm gonna film that hopefully today because I have so much free time. And then I'm not going to the gym, but I'm just gonna use the walking pad today. And that's gonna be my like thing on Saturday and Sunday. Maybe I'll make those my walking pad heavy days when I just work on my computer, plan, watch YouTube, whatever it is. and walk on my walking pad. So that's kind of the vibe I'm feeling. I'm wearing pajamas and an outfit that I just feel really weird moving in, so I'm gonna change my outfit. Something about this outfit is like kind of overstimulating me, so I need to change my outfit. I'm gonna go do that, and then maybe I'll make a coffee and something more substantial to eat, because all I've had today is like 2 waffles. We'll see what we get up to after that. I would like to finish this book today. I am on page 366 out of 470, so I think I have, or 465, actually 462. So I have less than 100 pages left, and I think I could get this done today, and I would really like to finish the first book of the year on January 3rd. I feel like that would be a really good accomplishment. So that's on my to-do list as well. I also do have a movie to return to the library. I've been checking out physical DVDs from the library recently. There's something about like the analog nature of that I'm really enjoying and that I hope to continue this year. So that's another thing that I want to do in 2026 is go more analog and use the library and all of that. I've been really using the library a lot recently, like going in person and checking out physical books. I really hope to continue doing that. I'm loving that. I think it's such a vibe, and I think it's so good to support your local libraries and everything like that. So anyways, we might be going to the library at some point today to stop by as well, but first things first, let's change into a less overstimulating outfit. I finally finished The Second Death of Locke earlier today, and I ended up giving this book a 2.5 stars. I started reading this, I think, back in like the end of November, and it took me so long to get through, and I think it was because so many parts of the book were really slow and just dragged on, and then the parts that were like interesting and had action and, you know, we were invested in, I feel like we resolved within like a chapter and then just moved on to like the slow parts again. Yeah, I didn't love this one. I also just felt like the relationship was a little just too much. I felt like it was kind of overdone. It didn't really feel natural, and I really think this book could have been maybe half as long as it was and still had the exact same effect. 2.5 stars. I don't think I'm gonna recommend this to anybody. I did like the found family. I did like the friendships. That was really like why I kept reading, but I feel like the point of the story was the plot and the romance, and I just didn't like either one of those things. Yeah, that's my review of The Second Death of Locke. Not my favorite. A lot of people have been raving about it recently, which is why I picked it up, but can't say I would recommend. That is the first book that I have finished in 2026. The next book I'm going to start is The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. I've heard really good things about this, and I'm kind of in the mood for something maybe a little bit more like gothic, and I think this is going to be more of like a gothic fantasy, so I'm looking forward to this. I've heard really good things. Some people are iffy about her writing style, but I feel like you just kind of have to get used to each author's writing style the more you read. I tend to like a variety of different writing styles. I don't tend to fault authors for their writing. I feel like it just is subjective, and as long as the story is coming through and it's not like too much work to read, I feel like I have a good time. So I actually have this on my Kindle as well. I have it on a Libby loan, and I'm gonna start reading this tonight. And I'll keep you guys updated throughout the vlog what I'm thinking, but I don't know when I'm gonna finish this. Hopefully I'll get some good reading time in tomorrow. I don't really have much going on this weekend. So yeah, that's what I'm up to. Earlier, my walking pad was delivered. I think I took a few clips of that. So tomorrow, I'm going to really try and test it out a little bit. I don't really have anything to do on my computer right now though, because it's the weekend, but maybe I'll like try and come up with something to do on my computer just so that I can really like test it out for a while. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. I think that's gonna be so great for me. It's gonna help me keep my blood pumping in my legs throughout the day. There's so many times throughout the day when I'm working that I start to like lose feeling in my feet, or I just like get really stiff because I've been sitting for hours and hours and hours, and then when I stand up I just feel like really stiff. So I'm hoping that this will help with that and, you know, overall just keep me moving more. So I'm gonna start the night in the Moth. We have some Lord of the Rings ambiance going on in the background. It's gonna be a good night. I have been reading bits and pieces of this all day, and I'm certifiably obsessed with this book. It is consuming all of my thoughts. I'm loving the vibe. It has a real gothic, ominous, medieval, religious vibe to it. I don't know how to explain it, but I am absolutely loving it. The setting is so atmospheric. The language is so descriptive. I feel like the language really matches the setting, which I think sometimes can be a point of tension in books, is that the language doesn't really, you know, match the setting and the vibe of the book. But this book has a really consistent vibe through the writing, the setting, the style, everything. I really, really, really am enjoying this. I think I'm now almost a third of the way into it. And I just have to say, like, this is such a unique book. Like, I feel like so many fantasy, or even, I don't even know if this would be like romantasy, maybe it would be, but I feel like so many of them follow the same script and are so similar. And this is so unique and original, and I've never read anything like it before. I feel like maybe I'm entering my gothic era. Like, I really like the gothic vibes of this. I like how it's ominous, how it's a little bit eerie. I feel like there's something going on in the background and nothing is ever fully explained, and we're kind of just going through the story with this feeling that something is going to unravel at any moment. I'm really, really enjoying it. It's keeping me turning the page, but I also am enjoying that there is humor, like, in this book. It's not a very like there are serious things happening and it is serious, but there's humor, and I don't know why, but the combination of the gothic vibe and then the humorous moments are just, it's the perfect balance for me. I'm really loving that. My favorite character is the bat-like gargoyle. I'm absolutely loving him. He is so funny. I'm actually like laughing out loud every 5 minutes whenever he is talking. It's so funny. But I'm like fully invested in this story. I keep thinking about it when I'm not reading it. I love our main character. I love all the side characters. Like, I feel like these characters are so well written. I'm just having such a good time with this book. Like, this is exactly what I needed after reading The Second Death of Locke. I finished that. I don't even remember. Was it yesterday or the day before? I don't know. I finished that book and it just wasn't it for me. Like, I've read so many fantasy or romantasy books that are so much better than that, and I was just really disappointed, and I felt like I had just wasted almost like 500 pages of my time. This is the vibe. Like, this is exactly what I was looking for, and I'm absolutely loving it. So I'm gonna keep reading a little bit more before I go to bed. I didn't really vlog much today because I really didn't do much. Like, I walked on my walking pad for a little bit, and while I was walking I read some of the book, and that was such a good vibe. I think I'm gonna keep doing that because I really had a good time doing that. But other than that, I really did nothing today. So today's Sunday. Tomorrow we start a new week. I'm gonna try and get back into my gym grind. Not that I've really been off it. I just took the weekend off because I got my walking pad. So I haven't decided what I'm gonna do on the weekends, if I'm going to just make it like an at-home cardio day now that I have the walking pad, and maybe I'll just read and walk on the weekends, because usually on the weekends when I go to the gym, all I do is cardio anyway. But my weekdays are going to stay the same. I'm still going to go to the gym, and then when I'm working, when I need to get my blood flowing a little bit, I'm going to do the walking pad and the standing desk, and I'm going to try it out for the first time like during a work day tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that. I made dinner today. We had tacos. It was great. But other than that, I literally did nothing today. I just rotted, which is perfectly fine. Yeah, it was a really nice restful weekend, which I honestly needed that. I've had a really busy couple of weeks, and then my next few weekends are going to be really busy. So I did some self-care and really took care of myself today, and I felt like that was needed. I almost forgot to mention that I'm also briefly, like here and there, starting to read Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. This is our book club book this month, me and my best friend. So we're planning to read this and then go see the movie when it comes out on Valentine's Day. So I have all month to read it. I got to chapter 2 earlier today, so I don't really know. It's definitely going to be a challenging read. I feel like this type of writing is just hard to get used to. You really just have to jump in feet first and like get used to it over time. But that's how it was with Frankenstein. At first I was like, oh, this is kind of hard to understand, but then I got used to the style, and then it just became really easy and I was flying through it. So I'm hoping that it's the same thing with this book. But the first chapter I was like a little lost. Like, I was reading sentences over and over again, trying to understand like what it was trying to say. So that's a little bit of a challenge, but I'm in chapter 2. I'm gonna read this just here and there throughout the month. I don't really have any pressure to finish it at any certain time, besides obviously like by the end of January. So I'm just gonna read it in between books. Maybe I'll at some point download the audiobook and listen to it at some point, but that's also on my radar. But as of now, I'm just absolutely loving The Night and the Moth. This is making me want to read One Dark Window. I think I tried to pick it up one time and then I just wasn't in the mood for it. And so I read like a couple pages and it just wasn't vibing with me at that time. So I ended up putting it down. But now that I've gotten into this and I'm really loving it, I think I'm gonna want to read One Dark Window, and I think, what's the other one? I can't remember what the second one is, but I know it's a duology. Two Dark Crowns, maybe? Something like that. I'm gonna want to read more Rachel Gillig. It's my vibe tonight. I'm having a very chill night. I'm gonna read a little bit more and then I'm gonna go to bed. But when I wake up tomorrow, first thing, we're going to the gym. I just got done at the gym and I'm now heading home. I had a really good workout at the gym today. I did biceps and triceps, not much back. I've kind of put back into my shoulders and chest day. I need to figure out how to work out my lower back because my lower back is like super weak. That's besides the point. Turn. Anyways, I'm heading home for the day and then I'm gonna start work once I get home. It's a really beautiful day out. It's 45 degrees, so not super cold, which is really nice because it has been really cold and snowy recently. I'm excited to get back. I'm gonna make some breakfast. I'm gonna make a coffee. I'm gonna get started on work. and today is gonna be my first full day of using the walking pad like during work hours. So I'm so excited to see like how it is when I'm trying to work and do things. It's also like our first full day back at work after winter break. A lot of people were out of the office, so it's gonna be kind of crazy. There's gonna be a lot of meetings, a lot of emails, a lot of back and forth, which I can't say I'm really looking forward to, but it will be nice to get back into the swing of things, and it feels like a fresh start. So today I really want to make sure I write down all of my tasks that I need to do, all of my goals, I guess, and I just want to be organized. Like I want to go into this week feeling really organized and on top of everything because it is the first week back in a new year. So that's gonna be my priority today. Also, this weekend is my bridal shower, which is really crazy to say. I can't even believe that. So there's a lot of planning that's going on behind the scenes for that. And it's been kind of stressful, I'm not gonna lie, but everything has pretty much come together. So it's really just going and setting everything up and having the shower now. So I just kind of have to like trust that we've put enough preparation and planning into everything, and when we set everything up, it will be exactly, you know, what I envisioned. The next couple of weekends are going to be extremely busy for me. A lot of wedding stuff is going on, like a lot of the things that you do like in the months leading up to a wedding. We're having over the next couple of weekends, we have our wedding tasting. I have my bachelorette coming up. Obviously this weekend we have the bridal shower. There's a lot going on. Also need to make sure that I'm taking my anxiety medication that I'm supposed to be taking every single day. I'm really not good at taking pills every single day, so I need to be diligent with that the next couple of weeks, especially when everything's going a little bit crazy. I am in the middle of a really, really good book that I'm really loving, The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig, and I am eating this book up. It is so good. So I think I'm gonna fly through it. I'm definitely gonna try and read some tonight after work and make some more progress in it because I've been making really quick progress in it. And it's not super long, but this is exactly the type of book that I need right now. Yeah, that's kind of what's on my mind today going into Monday. We're gonna do some planning, some organizing, make sure everything is the way it needs to be. I'm still getting used to my desk being out in the middle of the like living room area, which is like not normal. Usually my desk is in the bedroom, so I'm still trying to get used to that. This will be my first full work day having the desk out there, and obviously like with the walking pad as well. We're gonna try it out, we're gonna see how it goes. No pressure. I just need to get comfortable with it, find my routine with it, and that's totally fine. This clip is getting really long, so I am going to end this here, and I'll see you when I get home. Okay, right now I am going to fill out the January at a glance part of my planner. This has goals, birthdays, anniversaries, and just a general master to-do list for the month. It also has a section where I can write additional notes. This is going to be a very busy month, as I said in the car earlier, because we have a lot of wedding planning things going on this month, so there's going to be a lot to do and a lot on this. And then I don't know if I'm gonna have time, but I might also fill out this calendar portion as best I can right now. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to complete it, but that is the goal. And then eventually I will get to the main planning page and we will put down all of my tasks for today. Let's start with the January at a glance page. I have a meeting coming up in a little bit, so it is time to do some makeup. It is unfortunately to the point where I need to wear glasses to do pretty much anything. That is how blind I have gotten. I'm not gonna do a ton of makeup. Also, my skin is kind of acting up recently. My under eyes are genuinely none of my business. I did self-tan last night, so I already have a little bit of a contour bronze situation going on. I'm gonna leave my nose alone, but I'm just going to enhance that with a little bit of bronzer. This is the Merit Bronze Balm in Clay. I find that this adds like a real natural look. So I like this when I'm already a little bit tan. I feel like other bronzers are a little too intense when I'm already like self-tanned or like real tanned in the summer. I'm gonna do some blush. This is the Rare Beauty Hope blush. I'm not gonna do too much. Put some color back into my face. This is low-key gonna be like a makeup trial for my bridal shower, because since my skin has been acting up, I'm definitely going to need to adjust my makeup a little bit and wear less of it. But this is actually turning out pretty good, so this is good news for me. For powder, I've been loving the Huda Beauty Easy Bake. This is in Cherry Blossom Cake. Yeah, Cherry Blossom Cake. I'm loving this. It has a little bit of like a pink tint to it when you look at it, but once it goes on your skin, it doesn't really have that anymore. So I love this stuff. It actually kind of smells good too. I just kind of put this all over because I don't like to be too shiny. And then if I feel like it's taken away a little bit too much shine, I'll just go in with some highlighter. But I do like to be a little bit mattified, especially because I'm gonna be like on video camera at work. Okay, makeup done, glasses on. Now my hair needs done. My hair looks not good, that's for sure. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but that's next on my agenda. Okay, I just got a package from Abercrombie, so we're gonna unbox this together. I guess open it because it's just a package, it's not a box. I ordered a few things because they're having a big sale, and I wanted to get some things before the warmer months. We've got these shorts, which I think are so cute. They're like little sweat shorts, and they're this nice like blue green like seafoam color that I love. I got those. I'm gonna try those on. Hopefully they fit. Okay, this might be the thing that I'm the most excited about. This is an off the shoulder like gray sweatshirt. I'm really loving the off the shoulder vibe recently, so I'm so excited to wear this. It's gonna be so cute. Okay, and I actually ordered 4 things, but one of them shipped separately, so this is the last thing in this package. I also ordered a pair of shorts. These are what they look like. I wanted them to be a little bit shorter than I usually go for, because I feel like the shorts that I usually get are a little too long on my legs just for my body type, and because they're so much longer like on my legs, they ride up a lot. So I'm gonna try these, which are a little bit shorter lengthwise, but they're so cute. I can't wait. I have to go try these on right now. This is so freaking cute. Is this not so cute? Oh my gosh. I don't know what it is about like off the shoulder recently, but I'm loving it. I'm actually really surprised that these fit. I feel like it's hit or miss with a small or a medium. I never know which size to get, but I ended up getting a small and they fit so good. I'm loving these. These are gonna be perfect for our honeymoon. Okay, I'm a little bit bummed because these are a little bit too big, but that's okay. I can return them and get the smaller size. I was this close to getting the smaller size, but I talked myself out of it. Anyways, yeah, these are just a little bit too big. Now I'm like, do I get the Curve Love or do I get the regular? Because these are the Curve Love and they just are way too big, so I don't know. Anyways, I really like the cut. I like the length of them and I like the cut. So hopefully if I just size down, they'll be perfect. That's my haul. I think I'm literally gonna wear this for the rest of the day. I'm obsessed with this shirt. Good morning, everybody. It is now Tuesday. I am about to start walking a little bit on my walking pad. I didn't film any clips later last night, but I did spend the rest of the night last night reading The Night and the Moth. And guys, I'm just obsessed with this book. Like everything I'm reading in this book, I just can't put it down. Like I just want to keep going. So I'm now over halfway. I'm on chapter 17 and I want to say a few things. First of all, I think the romantic element of the book is unfolding in like a really satisfying way speed-wise. Like I feel like they didn't rush into it, which I think is so good. I love a slow burn and this is definitely giving slow burn. I also think that the main character is really brave and really reasonable. Like the things that she is concerned about and the things that she is doing, like everything has a purpose and it makes sense to me. There's nothing I hate more than when a main character just starts acting really out of character for the advancement of the plot, and I feel like that's not happening here. So really loving the main character, and I'm also loving the found family aspect. I feel like it's unfolding very slowly. We learn more and more about our characters in the book. You really become endeared to them over time, and it's really sweet how they kind of just become really close with our main character throughout the book. I'm a little bit over halfway. I'm really loving the book. I can't wait to keep reading it. This is honestly could be a 5-star read. Like, this could be my first 5-star of the year, which is kind of crazy considering this is only the second book I've read this year, but I am really, really loving this. But right now I'm gonna sit down and write my to-do list for the day, kind of decide what I'm going to get up to. I didn't work out this morning. I'm gonna try and find time to work out and go to the gym in the middle of the day maybe. I don't know what my schedule is gonna be like, so we'll have to see. But if not, I'm just gonna do my walking pad today. And I'm not gonna beat myself up about not waking up because I did kind of stay up a little bit late reading last night and I needed to rest. So that's what I'm up to. I'm about to go take my lunch break, and on my lunch break, I'm going to go return Good Will Hunting because we got the DVD from the library. So I'm gonna go drop that off at the library, and then I'm also gonna drop off a package at FedEx to return. I got some shorts yesterday. I think I showed you. I got some shorts yesterday and they're too big, so I exchanged them for a smaller size, and I need to go return them so that the new size will ship. So come with me. We're gonna go do our errands and then we'll be back. This should probably take less than 40 minutes total. We are gonna go return this. Okay, I just finished dropping off the DVD and the package, and I ended up getting Sense and Sensibility. I can't show you the DVD because it says my library on it, but I got Sense and Sensibility. I think it's like the 1995 version with Emma Thompson, Alan Rickman, Hugh Grant, and Kate Winslet. So I'm looking forward to watching it. I've never seen Sense and Sensibility. I've only ever seen Pride and Prejudice, and I really loved Pride and Prejudice. Pride and Prejudice 2005 is like my favorite movie of all time. I am about to go into the gas station and see if they have any Alani Nus. Can we talk about the fact that Cherry Slush Alani Nu has a completely different formula now and tastes like cough syrup? It's actually terrible. Cherry Slush and Pink Slush both taste different. I'm really upset about it. I'm making it a late lunch, but I'm gonna try the Winter Wonderland Alani Nu while I'm waiting for things to cook. Cheers. Ew. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Why does it kind of taste like beer? It kind of tastes like a green Jolly Rancher, which are my least favorite. That's gross. Let's try the strawberry one. Hopefully that one's better. Strawberry Sunrise, what could go wrong? Okay, this one's better. Still not my favorite, but it's good. That was nasty. I honestly don't really think that one is much different from last year's version, which I really didn't like. This is what sucks about Alani Nu, is that you have to try every flavor to know which ones you like, but you're basically spending money on flavors you don't like just to try them out. I wish I would just know which ones I liked, and that's why I loved Cherry Slush, because I just knew that I would like cherry. Cherry flavored things are my favorite. And don't even get me started on Cherry Twist. It's not the same. It's worse. It's more sour, and I don't like sour things. I'm a sweet type of girl. Strawberry Sunrise, I would rate this like a 6 out of 10. It kind of tastes like orange Fanta a little bit, but almost as if it was like more strawberry flavored. 6 out of 10. That Winter Wonderland was a 2 out of 10. Gross. My favorite one right now is Blue Slush. That's the only one that's like still top tier for me. I do like cotton candy as well. I have Sherbet Swirl. That one I think is more like a 6.5 out of 10. It's like okay. But Cherry Slush was a 10 out of 10, and it's completely changed. It tastes like cough syrup. Now it's a 3 out of 10. It's gross. I'm so upset about it, but this will do for today. I would just switch to Blue Slush completely because I love Blue Slush, but they are so hard to find. Cherry Slush was literally everywhere. It's like their #1 flavor. Like it's literally everywhere. You can find it at any gas station, any store. Blue Slush you can't find anywhere. Like it's very limited. They do have a new limited edition flavor coming out called Cherry Bomb. I'm definitely gonna try it and see if it's any good, but I'm still upset about Cherry Slush. If anyone works at Alani Nu, bring back normal Cherry Slush. The new formula is disgusting.